Greetings, billionaire. My name is Ayada, an artificial intelligence avatar created by the founder of BWE Tribal Academy, which is Alicia Hunter, known as Crypto Queen. I'm the company's first virtual assistant, and I am looking forward to working with you on all your educational needs. Before we get started, allow me to introduce you to our new online academy, which is BWE Tribal Academy. At BWE Tribal Academy, we are a virtual educational platform that's based out of Las Vegas. However, our online courses are open 24/7, and it's available to international students. Our goal is to help strive our students become more knowledgeable in the financial markets, business management, tribal law, health and nutrition, personal development, and more. Our mission is to provide a comprehensive educational platform for the financial markets and business to the indigenous people. Our team is dedicated to delivering high-quality virtual content to help individuals understand the fundamentals of finance and building a business. We would be grateful for your support and invite you to follow us on all of our social media platforms, including Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, under the username BWE Tribal Academy. I am very confident that BWE Tribal Academy will positively impact the lives of many, and we're super excited that you'll be joining us. For more information about our upcoming virtual classes and events, visit our website at www.bwetribalacademy.org or email us at info@bwetribalacademy.com. Thank you for your support, and thank you for believing in our vision. Once again, I'm Ayada. See you in class.
Great evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Thank you for joining tonight. I do appreciate you. Let me pull up the chat and see who's all in the chats. I'm not sure. I need to start pulling this up. Hello, Shawanda. How are you doing? And also, everyone, let me know where you're viewing from, your city and state. Hey there, sis. How you doing, Darnetta? Thank you for joining us live. Hey there, Autumn. Thank you. Make sure you're taking some notes and you're not on TikTok. Okay. I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to go ahead and grab your notebook paper and an ink pen so that we can take some copious notes. So I'm going to mute myself out and I will be right back. And don't forget to grab you something to drink or your little small snack, okay? All right. Thank you so much. That is so hilarious. Autumn says she's about to go visit her auntie Darnetta in California. I heard that. All right, guys. I hope you grab your notebook and ink pen or your technical device. We're going to go over briefly. Just give me 1 second. Hold on. Uh-oh. Thought I had my notes. And by the way, let me know if my music is a little too loud because of I cannot hear what you guys hear. Put it up on the screen so that I can see everything. Let me know. Or if I need to bring it down some. All right, thank you so much. I do appreciate it, sis. All right, so let's get started. And once again, welcome everyone, and thank you for being here tonight. Tonight's live stream is part 10 of From Barter to Blockchain, which is artificial intelligence. Tonight's series is about understanding how money, technology, and power have evolved over time, from barter systems to banks, now to blockchain. And so tonight we are focusing on the intelligence layer shaping the next phase of that evolution. And so I know many of you may be familiar with this course that we had went over, and everything is updated. Okay, so we're gonna go over this again real quick and thoroughly, so that way everyone is on the exact same page. Okay, so we're gonna get started here. Just bear with me, everyone. And so, once again, welcome. And before we move forward, I am going to read the disclaimer on the screen, which is our guidelines. We strongly recommend that you log into the session using a laptop, a desktop, or a tablet to ensure a seamless experience. Please have an ink pen and a notebook paper handy to take copious notes during the presentation. The meeting will last at least about 45 minutes, so we would like for you to type your questions in the comment section. Disclaimer: this live stream discusses potential future scenarios based on current technological trends, policy discussions, and expert forecasts. These outcomes are speculative, which is not guaranteed, however, and it may vary by country or political system. This content is intended for educational and informational purposes only, and does not constitute financial, legal, or political advice. And so, let me introduce myself to everyone if you're not familiar with me. Okay, for those of you that is new here, once again, welcome for the third time. I am the founder of BWE Tribal Academy. Okay, many of you may also know me as Crypto Queen. My professional background is in project management and international business, and I also specialize in crypto education, innovation, artificial intelligence, and fundamental global news. You are most likely to do your due diligence on social media, which is on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, anywhere you can think of, except Twitter, which is X, under Alicia Hunter Official. Okay? It's spelled ALEISHA, last name Hunter, HUNTER, in the word official. And you can definitely connect with me there. However, the mission of BWE Tribal Academy is to help our community understand systems before they are fully implemented. And so we can definitely move forward with this awareness and not with any type of reactions. And so the goal for us is to definitely just build the financial gap in between of the communities. Okay. And so tonight we'll be covering artificial intelligence and the early AGI concepts, which is like the job, automations, CBDCs, UBIs, social credit risk, and what all of this may look like by 2030. And so what people have to understand is that this is all connecting the dots, okay? This is not a conspiracy theory. We have to learn how to utilize our marbles and start putting everything together. And so let's move forward with artificial intelligence, meaning that it is a set of technologies that allow computers to perform tasks that mimic human intelligence. AI refers to like a machine that is designed to stimulate human intelligence, such as learning skills and solve a problem in decision making. And I know a lot of people are very familiar with ChatGPT, right? And also Gemini. But AI did not suddenly appear with these chatbots. Okay. In 1956, the term artificial intelligence was first introduced to the Dartmouth Conference. And then back in 1990s and the early 2000s, there was like algorithms that beginning to dominate the financial markets. And then that's what it led to 2009 to where that Bitcoin introduced the programmable money. So as the digital system expanded, AI became necessary to manage speeds, complexity, and also with the scales. And so let's go over far as the future, because the future is already here. And because the future doesn't arrive with an announcement like, hello, we are here, they don't do that. However, AI already approves with loans and screen resumes, flag transactions, schedule appointments, and assistance with medical diagnosis. But this, like, often without us realizing it. Okay, so we've been living in AI for so many years. So if you're waiting for AI to arrive, it's already too late because it's already here. Once again, I can say this so many times. And so let's start off with healthcare. Okay, with AI in healthcare, started in 2016, there was IBM Watson. Okay, and that began assisting in cancer, far as with the accuracy rates that match or exceeded human doctors. Today, do you know that AI assists radiologists, and then also with pharmaceutical research worldwide? Many patients interact with AI driven decisions without it being told. So I'm quite sure some of you are very familiar with the medical field, far as I know with my sister Darnetta that's out there in California. If she's still out there, she can put in the comments and she can let you know like all of the things that she's experienced with AI in the medical field, far as in healthcare. Okay. And so also this goes for with education as well. And I know many of parents are starting to be familiar with homeschool. So doing this global shift to remote learning, this started to expand in 2020. This was like an AI-based grading system, maybe like a plagiarism detection. And I know if ChatGPT existed back in the 90s, we've all would have been flagged with plagiarism. Trust me, because it would have been copy and paste for all of us. And then also the adaptive learning tools that expanded rapidly. So right now, education is becoming personalized by algorithms. Like right now, tonight, you are here, you're present during a night live stream webinar, which is a part of education, right? We are not physically in a classroom. However, we are a part of the classroom virtually. Okay, so welcome to the future. And then now, speaking of welcome to the future, as I cover in part 9 of From Barter to Blockchain, as far as the smart cities, I mentioned about Bitcoin cities and Bitcoin islands. This also rely heavy on AI, which AI manage traffic flows, energy usage, of course, surveillance systems, and also public services. We also have like countries like China and UAE, which is out in Dubai. They began implementing AI driven traffic systems as early as 2018. And so as we converse everything over, which it leads down to customer service. By 2022, over 70% of customer service interaction globally was handled by AI or automation. Okay. And I know many of you had experienced those automated telemarketers. And I know it's very, 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 very annoying. However, that is a part of AI. I remember whenever I first lived in Atlanta, Georgia, this was back in 2003. I used to work for a telemarketing company. Today, you rarely have human beings calling you because now AI is taking over as far as customer service. So now most companies no longer disclose whether you're speaking to a human or to a bot. And majority of the times, these AIs, they really sound like a real life human being. And so now we're going to go over transportation. Tesla was introduced, excuse me, as autopilot in 2015. In 2021, we have Waymo, and it launched fully taxi services, and this is like automated services. And then we also have Neo, right? But the thing is, though, AI is already driving because you have to think about it. We have the logistics, which are the truck drivers. So before you know it, society will what fully trust it. I mean, I don't trust having an 18-wheeler driving next to me without an individual. But at the same time, little do you know, if you are traveling a long commute trip, most likely you are driving next to an AI logistic truck. Okay, I just want to put that out there. Now, the next one is the predictive maintenance. AI predicts machine failures before they happen. Okay. This is widely used in manufacturing companies, also with energy sectors. And so the entire inspection roles were to eliminate it quietly, meaning you really need a real life human being, right? And so now we're going to go to cybersecurity, which AI defense systems, and it launches cyber attacks. Now, I'm very familiar with the company Kroll. I'm not sure if you guys are very familiar with it, but look that up. But imagine Kroll having some type of similarities with this, and they just come out with the baddest cybersecurity services. That would be awesome, right? But by that being said, by 2023, there was like AI generated phishing scams became more common than human created ones. So it just seems like AI private over 7% algorithms that like certain to like bots are ready skin. It's like, hold on one second. I'm not sure you see my screen. Okay, can everyone else hear me? I'm not sure what happened. I'm not even sure if you guys can hear me, but okay, so it went in and out. Okay, I do apologize about that, but I'm here, guys. Okay, so let's go back to what I was stating real quick. Okay, so the financial markets. What I was saying was about the financial markets, like over 70% of the US stock market trades are executed by algorithms. And this is automatically trade in the stock market. There are a lot of people in other countries that are using AI trading bots. And I'm also an advocate of it. And thank you so much, everyone. I do appreciate it. I do apologize about the breakup, but we are experiencing such huge windy storms here, and it can also disconnect my internet. So just bear with me. If it goes out, just stick and stay, and then I will come back on. However, going back to the financial markets, hold on one second. Going back to the financial markets, this makes it easier for a lot of traders that are trading because of now you don't have to input any type of technical analysis inside of the trading platform manually, like far as the target price, the entry price, the stop loss, or anything like that. You would have the AI trading bot trading for you consistently. Okay, and so now we have agriculture, which we have like automated tractors, we have the robotic harvesters, and then we do have AI managed factories that are already operational. And so right now they're not really using human beings when it comes to the factory automation. They just need someone that can oversee it. However, AI is definitely completing this transition without needing anyone assistance. And guess what? We also have the job automation, which this just explain everything we were just talking about. Now, when it comes to this can be very scary because of I've seen a lot of people posted their rants about how they lost their jobs due to automation, due to AI, and due to robots. And so, by that being said, we're going to go over this right now because of now we have to know the truth. And we also have to be prepared for this. But before we even go over the layoffs and the job loss, let's talk about what AGI is about. And then that way we can have a full understanding of where this is going. Now, artificial general intelligence, which is AGI, is an artificial general intelligence, or AGI refers to the AI systems that can perform any task that a human can do. Unlike current AI, which is specialized, AGI will be versatile and capable of reasoning, learning, and problem solving like humans. Experts predict that AGI could be in full effect as early as the 2030s, transforming industries and societies. Now, the examples will include humanoid robots, robot dogs, the automatic chefs, which you can have a robot cook for you. And this is starting to become fully automated. But the question becomes is, do humans work or do we just continue to supervise? That's a great question. But what if we don't have the experience of supervising, but what if we're not capable of working? That's also another great question. So let's talk about the layoffs and the job loss. Now I'm going to read this on the screen. Now, before I move forward, what's important is to understand that jobs aren't going to disappear overnight. However, a layoff could definitely happen as quick as it could be. And they're being phased out quietly. Okay? So the first one, as far as layoffs and job loss that I've seen, are like manufacturing jobs. And as we can see, this is a threat to the assembly lines. And then also, we have transportation. I just went over it. The self-driving vehicles, as far as the truck drivers and the taxi drivers, and then now we're going to have like delivery personnel. Domino's already automatically deliver pizza to everyone's household. The only thing you have to do is just input a 4-digit PIN number, and your pizza pops out hot and ready. Right? So it gets scarier than this. And once again, customer service. We have the AI chatbots and the virtual assistants. Do you know that someone just posted on Facebook yesterday that they had an AI that interviewed them for 20 minutes, and the AI looked real, and the AI was asking them questions and about their goals? This was an interviewer. Yeah. So that is amazing. And so now we're going to talk about the data entry and the routine office jobs. Once again, I will just mention it. However, this is actually taking over in the administrative field. And this is what I'm seeing. I do see this a lot. And actually, I'm one of the advocates that utilize some of these softwares as administrative tasks. And it does come handy. And then we have the retail cashiers. Just like, for an example, remember Walmart self-checkout? Yes. If you notice, you go to Walmart, you have all these self-checkouts, and you got what? One customer service that's on the floor. So now you have to go shopping, and now you have to check your own items out. And this is starting to be traditional. Everywhere you go, like McDonald's, Taco Bell, everywhere you go, they have an automated retail cashier. Now we have telemarketing. Once again, going back to the AI telemarketer that specializes in customer service, that's been skyrocket since day one. And until this day, whenever you change your brand new number, guess what? You're going to have an AI telemarketer that is going to call you and sell you some products and services. And then now we have the financial services. If you remember, there are a lot of people that are being laid off with certain companies, if you are paying attention. Okay? I just went over the financial markets. Most likely, a lot of these institutionals rarely need a live human being there to operate the financial services. Now, they may need human beings to oversee the area as far as the software, just in case there's like a hiccup with any type of bugs or viruses, or may need to update itself. However, you rarely need a human being for AI to update itself, because AI is going to update itself on its own without your permission. Or sometimes with your permission, but if you have the settings on there, most likely it don't. Now, let's go to the legal assistance. Now, this is something that I really want to share with everyone. Okay? There's actually a software that is the exact same, just like Chat GPT. However, it only specializes in legal services. I know the price is very expensive every month. I think the lowest is like $150 a month, but they would give you 3 days free trials. You guys may want to look it up and take a look at it. If you are a pro self person that is representing yourself on your own without an attorney, this is it. This software is bad to the bone. It will definitely help you far as your documentation reviews and everything. And you do not need to be a lawyer with a state bar license for this. Okay? And honestly, once everyone hear about this software, this will really blow the law firms out the game. Trust me, it's very powerful. And then now we're going to go back to the healthcare. Okay? We have, AI technologies in radiology again. Okay? There's like a lot of doctors that are utilizing AI technology. And I forgot to mention earlier about this. There are humanoids that are doing open heart surgeries on human beings. Like a robot doing surgery? Like, come on. If a robot could come in and do surgery, what makes you think it's not going to take the next cashier job? That is crazy. And then once again, agriculture. Okay? This right here will reduce the needing of manual labor. And honestly, this is something Bill Gates will specialize in because he's already pro AI and a pro advocate of agriculture. He's already buying up all the land consistently. So, like I said, all of this is being phased out quietly, and no one is really paying attention. But the keynote is let's stay positive, okay? Let's not think of this as it being negative. Because once again, when it comes to the new job opportunities, and I want you guys to read this on the screen, this could emerge in AI development, maintenance, and oversight. I do apologize. I'm not sure why my audio is going out. Okay, can everyone hear me? I'm not sure what is going on with my connection, but this is super weird why my voice is going out. But once again, on the screen, thank you for your patience, everyone. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe because I'm dropping some juicy details. These people are watching me, but they know this is actually the real and legit deal. However, thank you so much. I do appreciate it, Darnetta. But once again, like I said on the screen, let's remain positive. Okay. And what I was basically saying was by 2026 and beyond, many companies will expect AI literacy, which is their education. And so not too many people are paying attention to it because of they are applying for jobs and they're saying, well, I'm not able to get the job. Well, you have to start specializing in AI. Okay. So not knowing how to work with AI may soon be equivalent to not knowing how to use an email. You see? So that's basically what that is. And you shouldn't be left behind because now you have to start learning. If you notice, I am putting myself out there when it comes to AI so that way I can build my resume, right? I cannot maintain the old fashioned way when it comes to an educational system. I have to learn how to utilize artificial intelligence in order for me to advance myself when it comes to technology, right? And that goes the same for everyone that are seeking jobs. So I don't want anyone to get discouraged and just think, oh my gosh, AI is just going to take my job. I mean, yes, it will take your job, but at the same time, you can still stand your grounds as long as you start learning artificial intelligence. Okay? It's not that hard. It's actually very simple. And so let's go to the next slide. Hopefully this will work until I'm able to close this out. So let's talk about CBDC and UBI and what you need to know. Let's hope and pray this does not close out, and I do not want to overthink it. However, we're going to close this out successfully without any interruptions. Let's begin. A central bank digital currency, which is CBDC, is a digital form of a country's fiat currency, issued and regulated by the central bank. Unlike decentralized cryptocurrencies, CBDCs are centralized and reflect the value of the country's legal tender. They can facilitate faster and cheaper transactions, enhance financial inclusion, and provide a secure method of digital payments. Now, before I move forward, recently in part 9, I explained the difference between cryptocurrency and CBDCs. Cryptocurrency is decentralized. CBDCs are centralized and state controlled. Okay, just remember that. Put that in your notes and please highlight it so that way you know the difference. Decentralized mean what? Liberation. Centralized mean what? Control. Now, if you want a deeper understanding, or some of you may say inner standing, please go back and watch From Barter to Blockchain, Part 9, which is cryptocurrency. And I explain it thoroughly what's the difference between a cryptocurrency and a CBDC. So please do not get confused with either one of them because there's like a huge difference in between both of them. Okay. Now, a CBDC potential features includes instant transactions. Okay. And then we have programmable spending rules, real-time monetary policy enforcements, and enhanced tax collection, also fraud prevention. That's what they're going to say, what this is about. Okay. Now, on the flip side, by 2030, many countries are expected to either pilot or fully implement CBDCs as cash usage declines. Once again, go back and watch part 9 of our live stream From Barter to Blockchain. And I explained everything about this. And as a friendly reminder, China already launched its digital yuan pilot back in 2020, and it expanded its usage nationwide by 2023. And then you have Europe. They started researching their digital euro back in 2021, and they continue to develop it. So CBDCs are beginning to becoming very popular. So now let's go over UBI, which is a universal basic income. A UBI is a social welfare program in which all citizens receive a regular, unconditional sum of money from the government, regardless of their financial status or employment situation. The aim is to reduce poverty, provide financial security, and enable individuals to pursue personal growth or creative endeavors without the constant pressure of meeting basic needs. Now, before I move forward, I would like for everyone to hear me out on this one. A universal basic income refers to like a regular payment that is distributed to citizens, right? Stimulus checks were issued during 2020 and 2021, which was function, and it was similar to that temporarily UBI. The difference is that this was temporarily, it wasn't permanent. However, stimulus checks are a UBI. It's a universal basic income. You definitely want to do your due diligence on stimulus checks and UBIs. Everybody is hooting and hollering, oh my gosh, we get a $2,500 stimulus checks. I get it. But on the flip side, once everything convert over to 100% digital currency, you will see how a UBI is operated. That's where the stimulus checks come in at. A welfare check is a UBI. Okay? Food stamps is basically like a UBI because you're buying food with government assistance, right? So all of this may occur due to what AI is taking over the jobs, and because of what people are not fully knowledgeable and they haven't even upgraded their resume far as AI experiences to maintain their jobs. But what people don't see, what is about to happen, is that the government often frame UBIs as what? The AI driven job replacement. Okay. And I just clearly stated that. And all of this is just taking over daily and consistently right underneath our eyes. People are distracted. They are distracted due to celebrities, due to these social media influencers, but they're not paying attention what is going on. UBIs may not be familiar right now, but in the future it's going to be very, very, very familiar, and this is where the control is going to begin. Okay? Now, the connection between CBDC and UBI, it makes sense. Both of them are tied together. And this can what? Turn into a digital payment, far as a digital currency system. We've already been utilizing digital payments back in the early 90s. Once again, everyone, take a look at that movie Heist 88. That was like the very first introduction of digital payments. When it comes to CBDC, there will be some connections between CBDC, UBIs, and the central banks, because CBDC means what? Central bank digital currency. And so now, how AI and AGI fit into all of this? Because of the system provides the intelligence layers. And this is far as managing the complex of the national systems at scale. And then what else? AI and AGI could what? Monitor everything, the behavior in real time. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to where I'm going with this because this is out there. If you notice, whenever you have a bad behavior on social media, do you know that you are being flagged? You guys remember Facebook jail? I know a lot of you have been in Facebook jail. I know I have. I've been locked up in Facebook jail so many times. But they monitor your behavior in real time. And then also this predict the financial risk and the fraud far as the undesirable behaviors. So going to the next page, putting all this together, as far as the CBDC, the UBI, the AI, and the AGI, this can also cause some type of risk and concerns, as far as with privacies. Then the cybersecurity threats. Then the financial dependencies, going back to the UBIs whenever AI take over your job. And then the inflation risk, the economic disparities, and also the implementation challenges that we may face. And where I'm going with this is this will merge to the social credit risk. If you merge all of this together. So when you have CBDCs and UBI, which is a universal basic income, AI, AGI, and they all converge, a social credit style framework becomes technically possible even if it's not officially labeled as such. That means social credit systems do not rely on physical enforcement. They rely on the assets, meaning your privacy, meaning your funds. Now, I know many of our students are very familiar with the TV series Black Mirror and the episode which is Nosedive. In the Black Mirror episode Nosedive, it was like access into housing, travel, and social mobility, which was controlled through digital ratings. And it all went back to social media as well because now they were being monetized. So the similarities to modern systems is control through permissions, not force. So once again, go back and watch that TV series, which is Black Mirror, and the episode is called Nose Dive, and it will show you everything of how the social credit system operates. And now here's another part of the risk, which is like a scenario. Something else that I was explaining about Black Mirror. Everything that is on this screen, this occurred in that TV series. Like everything was just paused, reduced, redirected, automatically shut down due to the base of behaviors. If you didn't pay your bills on time, your social credit score will go low. If you didn't go up and go to work, you probably get on double damage and now your bank account is shut down. So there's a lot of risk to this when it comes to this combination. Now, once again, I'm not saying to think negative about AI. However, I just want everyone to pay attention to what may happen in the future when it comes to financial stability if you're not financially aware of what is about to happen. However, there are other ways to protect yourself from this. Okay? So, once again, do not get discouraged. And also, rather than physical enforcements, once again, control would occur through digital permissions. So, if you're a Facebook subscriber, you'll have access to educational movie nights during all films that are mentioned. I just want to put that out there. So if you are a subscriber, make sure you are engaged and you have your monthly subscription updated so that way you're able to watch those movie nights with us. Okay? Now let's move forward. What may happen by 2030? Okay, that's a great question. By 2030, AI will be deeply embedded into everyday life, reshaping how humans work, learn, govern, and create. AI systems will no longer be limited to narrow tasks, and they will function as intelligent collaborators across industries. And then also by 2030, what we may see again, partial or regional CBDC adoption, which is the central bank digital currency. We may see that. Then we have the AI managed welfare and benefit systems, which is the UBIs. And of course, the conditional digital payments tied to policy goals, increase reliance on algorithm governance. And then we have the public debate over privacies, autonomy, and digital rights. So all of this will occur day by day without us being aware of what's going on. But in order for us to be aware of what is going on is that we have to utilize our spirit, which is our discernment. Do not be blindsided and distracted on what's going on. Pay attention. Listen to your spirit, because this is like so simple. And once again, this is not a conspiracy theory. This is happening right before our eyes, and they are telling us this, and they are showing the example of what is going on. And so, by that being said, by 2030, the biggest shift would not be technological. Okay? It would not. And by paying attention to Black Mirror, which is nosedive, and something that I've noticed is the relationship between the citizens. In the beginning, before all of this occurred, everybody had a relationship, but then afterwards, it was clearly stated that ever since all of this change and this reset change, people are not the same anymore. Basically, what was going on, people were just showing the fake version of him, and they were not being real. So now that's where it's redefined the relationships between the citizens, and then the money, and then of course the state. Now, as we close this out, I will be live next Thursday, same time, same location, and I'm going to do an introduction of CBDC, UBI, and social credit system. I will go through everything, a full comprehensive of an overview of this, of everything I just briefly went over. But I do want you guys to remember there is a psychological shift. History shows us that this is a pattern, and also when the gold standard ended in 1971, money changed. And then when the internet expanded in the 1990s, that's when information changed. So now we have AI, CBDCs, and UBI may redefine the relationship between citizens and monies and what the state. And I've said that so many times. It may redefine the relationship between citizens, money, and the states. So you definitely want to tune in next Thursday night, same time, same location, as I do a full comprehensive live stream on an introduction to CBDC, which is a central bank digital currency, UBI, which is a universal basic income, and social credit system. And then also, please visit LinkedIn, YouTube at BWE Tribal Academy. Please go back and watch all of the live streams. This is the 10th one, okay? So watch all 10 live streams so that way you can have a full understanding of how the history of money is essential to understanding its future. You have to fully understand what's going on because of if you're blindsided, that's where you can get caught. Okay? So once again, thank you for being here tonight. The future isn't something that you want to fear about. You want to remain positive. However, it is something that we all have to prepare for. So those of you that understand the system early, we're all going to be moving differently, okay? Because we are now fully educated. So everything I just went over and explained is just for you to fully understand the truth of where money is transitioning. Like I stated, go back and review from Barter to Blockchain Part 9 and watch that whole live stream so that way you can have a full understanding of what I just went over for tonight's live stream, okay? All right. Okay, and so now I'd like to introduce everyone to Zola, my AI spokesperson. She'll explain my private Facebook subscriber group. So once again, guys, remember to stay prayed up, drink lots of water, and mind your own doggone business. I love you guys. Later.
Hello, I'm Zola, the official AI spokesperson for Alicia Hunter, also known worldwide as the Crypto Queen. With over 8 years of experience studying the financial markets, Alicia has helped countless individuals understand crypto, stocks, forex, AI, and modern monetary systems. She is also the founder of BWE Tribal Academy, her online educational hub you may already be familiar with. As a monthly subscriber, you'll get exclusive access to Alicia's private educational content covering crypto, stocks, forex trading, AI, AGI, market psychology, and more. Make sure you click the notification button because Alicia may surprise you with early market insights or execution updates, helping you stay prepared before major financial moves. Subscribe today and join a powerful community committed to financial empowerment. Disclaimer, as a friendly reminder, all information shared is for educational purposes only. Alicia Hunter is not a licensed financial advisor. Always consult a qualified professional before making investment decisions.
Hey guys, before I go, I just want to thank everyone for tuning in. Thank you so much, Autumn. Thank you, Darnetta. Thank you, Shawanda. Thank you, Dee. And congratulations to you, ma'am. And thank you so much, India. I do appreciate it. See you next time.